You get a couple on your arm as soon as you walk out the door.
Yeah.
But I mean, nowadays you got to do a lot more, right? But you got to match the times. It's capitalism, bro. It's the last days of it. So you got to do some things to match the pace.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you're not gonna get.
Put in some effort.
Yeah.
Some legitimate.
And people see that. I
formidable
mean,
effort.
especially women see that, bro. Men are very visual and like, oh no, she gotta be bad or like, act how I want. Can be like that.
Yeah.
But women respond to a lot, and they respond especially to energy and effort and mission and drive. Like, bro, you're not gonna pull like the baddest one or whatever, but you might find a really beautiful girl or like nice girl, kind girl who like
Yeah.
supports you if you have something you're working on.
No, that's true.
Bro, even if it's
That's
just
very
like, I want to get a I don't know, like a certificate or a small level degree or something even less ambitious. Like I want to have a job and I want to work this amount of hours.
Yeah.
It's actually not going to be that easy for me because of these other things that I have, but that's my goal. You say that to a girl, in your range, she'll at the very least be like, oh, okay, like I see you.
I can rock with this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can get up, get out, and get something. You always could do that.
Yeah.
And it don't matter really what you get, but you're going to get something, and then, a girl's going to be around. It's a lot of them.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's some really solid advice for sure. I think women are enticed a lot of the times by resources. And, I feel like men are enticed by, the physical attraction and things like that. But I think that we have to go beyond all of that.
Yeah.
And I think that the landscape in which we live in is not conducive for that. I think that a lot of what our attention is being focused on is accentuating these really perfunctory surface level things. And I don't particularly care for that. You know, like for me, when I am seeking out rapport in the romantic sense, I want to know where your heart is at for real. Like, tell me about your childhood trauma, first date.
Damn, Mo.
Like,
You get into it.
Yeah, I don't waste no time. What are your non-negotiables? Tell me what your love languages are. Like I'm really incisive in a way that a lot of people aren't.
It's interesting that you say that because I wrote a piece recently about love languages and how people always ask that on first dates to get a sense of how other people give and receive love. And it's like, that would be great if love was like a dollar bill, which it only means what it is. But love can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people.
Yeah.
The love that I feel is very different than the love you feel when we're in the same experience. If I asked you to write down 10 things about love or 10 things that you believe love is, it would be pretty different than mine.
Yeah.
Or, at the very least, we would use different words. I want my love is paper to match the person that I'm with pretty closely. And then we're going to talk about the experiences, how you came up. How did you deal with situations like that? You shut down and go in your room, slam the door, and cry?
Yeah.
Or do you write about it? Or do you go out for a walk? Or like, I don't know. Like, there's no right answer necessarily. But I would like to know how well we align in our understanding of love. What is our conception of what love is? We both know love is a thing, but it's so ephemeral. It's like God. It's like, oh, I believe in God. It's like, well,
It's ancient.
obviously
It's
Black
ancient.
Baptists don't believe the same thing as white Protestants in the South. Obviously, it's a very different conception of what God is. We both believe it adamantly, but you see it differently. The image that I use is Black Jesus and Chris Hemsworth, because Black Jesus is kind of like how Black people think of Christ and God, whereas white people literally think Jesus was blonde with blue eyes. They dead think that. So, I mean, impossibly so.
Yeah.
So how is it that an idea that's so strong and a force that's so foremost in their life is so different than ours? And love is the same way. People don't realize until halfway through the marriage sometimes, like, oh, the way they love is not the same way that I do it. And this is actually not really matching up.
Yeah.
Because when she was saying I love you and I said it back, she didn't really know how I meant it. And she assumed that I meant it this way, but I meant it another way.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important. It's like, tell me what love means to you. I know you like to get gifts and give physical touch, and I know you like to hear nice things and serve people, but what does love actually mean to you, and tie it to your experiences so we could share that? That's something that I think is like, that's that first date thing, because it's like, we could be friends and go on a couple more dates or something like that, but we ain't gonna really be in love like that.
Yeah, understanding that general profile.
Yeah.
from the beginning and evaluating whether this even makes sense.
That's what they should be
Moving
asking on
forward.
Hinge, right? Like, not if you like Middle Eastern people or something. Like, it's so crazy how you can filter by race on dating apps. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I think is really important.
Nah, I definitely agree. Yeah, man. I mean, it's complicated. It's an ancient mystery. I find it very intriguing how we ended up on this on this topic. But
Well,
I
this is
feel
what
like
you write about.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been writing about in recent time. I read about Black culture.
Right.
And
This does
is
seem
a-
to be
this is
at
a
the
sub-
front of it
This
right
is
now.
a subsect of Black culture.
What do you think are the other
right
big
now.
pillars of Black culture right now? Because in the past, it would be hard to say, oh, there's so much. And it's like, now, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's definitely dwindling, bro, because it ain't hip hop right now. I'll tell you that.
yeah. I mean, yeah, the hip hop game, man.
Oof.
Yeah, it's tough right now.
Big oof.
Yeah, I was just talking to my coworkers about the whole Drake situation.
I don't know what the situation is with Drake.
Yeah,
you mean
yeah.
the one from 2 years ago? Or is there another one?
Well, we talking about. Well,
There's another one?
Of course, we're talking about the.
He was there?
the main-
His
the
name
main-
on the list? Nah, I'm playing.
We talking about the main thing, right? But I told them that my perception, like I've always been an avid fan of Drake, but they are avid fans as well, and they're bewildered by the fact that my perception has shifted given the course of events in the last couple of years.
He's
And
like, you ain't
know,
seen them text messages, bro?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like, his reputation is tainted for me right now. Like I'm struggling with looking at him the same.
You can't. You
And-
can't. If
yeah.
you're self-aware, like conscious enough to realize, like to see the list of things. This is a long list, bro.
Yeah.
And also just like feel your gut. Like, what is it really telling you? Yeah, you like Drake, okay, and like, why do you like Drake? Because he's Drake. It's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you like the songs, you like the music. I get it. But what is it really doing for you? And what about these things that conflict with your values that you're willing to compromise on? That's the thing that people are doing, is like compromise on their values a little bit.
Oh, what when it comes
Because,
to
yeah,
supporting Drake?
just his conduct. It's like, well, look at his conduct. This seems to overlap or like conflict with your values, and you're willing to accept, that like bad behavior, really.
Yeah.
Because that's the least you can call it. It's like bad behavior. It's not good. You're willing to accept that because you like him.
Yeah.
You like him as an artist.
Yeah.
As an individual, I think some people even be like, oh, that's just Drake. And it's like,
I mean, but you could like an artist and recognize that they have shortcomings.
for sure. But
Yeah,
people
yeah.
don't seem
So-
to do that part.
Yeah.
With Drake. Like with others, it's like, oh, like, they always had the caveat
Yeah.
of like, oh, but he did this. And it's like, okay, like, sure.
Yeah. I mean, we all have our problematic faves though. Not to.
Yeah, I know. But it's the
Yeah.
disparity between Drake's like absolute automatic, like, no, you don't even question it. Like in a weird way, it's like, why does he get that? Whereas others are like really scrutinized on like smaller things.
Yeah, like omnipotent.
Yes. I mean, he's like, he's really everywhere and just like, I don't know.
Like the
Obviously
Thanos,
this.
the Thanos of hip hop.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know, bro.
Vibes.
And Thanos not a good dude. I just don't like. I never liked Drake,
See
bro.
what
I'm
I
not
did
gonna
there?
lie. Like, I just felt like really averse to his whole conduct. It always felt really fake.
Yeah.
And he feels like an imitator and is really good at it,
Yeah.
while also knowing how to control people's feelings and emotions and take advantage of situations
So you feel like
and
he's
leverage.
a master manipulator.
Oh, I know he is. I mean, he certainly is. Like, he's great at doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Manipulation is what everybody does. I mean, manipulation comes from manos or something like that. In Spanish it's called that. But in Latin, it's hands. Like manipulation. You're using your hands to do it. All humans do that. That's what makes us human.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what you do manipulation with, what you do in life, like you're manipulating that. But the results, that's what you're going to be judged by.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
If you do positive manipulation, you're going to be a good person. Like, you're going to yield positive results. If you negatively manipulate people, that's what people usually think with manipulation. You're going to get negativity and you're going to be a bad person.
Yeah.
And like, you should be judged by that. You can always reform and you can, repent and ask for forgiveness or whatever.